Hello, this is Prophet Rawanawabi with the One Tough Guy channel. And as usual, on Wednesday night, I have I simulcast Yvette Carnell's program. And she got a really interesting program tonight. And by the way, uh, happy Feast of Tabernacles to all of you all are going to be celebrating. We're in the season. Some people celebrating it tomorrow. Some people starting it today. Some people started, I think, a week ago or something. You know, it's like all over the place. But no matter how or when you are celebrating this rehearsal of the righteous acts, uh, we're in that season of the Feast of Tabernacles, and I'm going to do a teaching on that. It's not a lot that I know about the Feast of Tabernacles, so what I'm going to do is just share what I know about the scriptures. I've been watching other people's Feast of Tabernacles and going over the scriptures and things like this. So yeah, uh, I think as much as possible, Israel should be trying to come together, on these feast days, on these holidays, on these celebrations. Even if we don't know how to really do it, I think we should be making some type of effort and gesture to commemorate these things that are part of our culture. So without further ado, I'm going to go into the program that is already going right now. And yeah, enjoy. Hey, Dad. Hey, son, how you doing? How's your day? What's all that stuff here? Clothes in the car. You had all those clothes in the car? Uh, for some reason, it's lagging. This is a really interesting title. Straight black men are the white people of black people. It's funny. Let me tell you something. Just reading the title right off the bat. How can a black person, how can an Israelite be the white person of the black people? Hey, son. Come here. Come here. Bring that too with you. See what's going on here. Just bring it off, son. Bring it off. That's all that was in there. Hi. Hey, baby. Okay. But anyway, this is so funny. Straight black men are the white people of black people. So this just sounds like they're going to try to villainize. I'm going to tell you, this just sounds like they're going to villainize the Israelite male. That's all this is. That's all this is, y'all. Come on, I could see this coming a mile away. Now, if I could get this thing to play, I'll be happy. Let me close down some. Melchizedek, shut that down in there. Wow, it won't play. Look at here, look at here. Let me refresh this. It looks like we're getting there now. This sounds really interesting.
The black men don't have, but it was very true. They.
Genesis. Come here. Turn that off in there. All the computers, everything that's linked up to that router, cut it off. Laptop, phone, all it's off. Oh no, turn that back on.
Turn the computer back on.
No, the computer off, but the lights and stuff under it on.
No, the router is on.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever you got on the on this thing, turn it off.
It's all off. All my stuff is off.
Laptops, phones, go check everybody.
No, it's all your stuff off the internet.
Because it's like 1,000 things slowing this thing down. I'm gonna even turn mine off.
Turn it all off the internet.
I don't know what's wrong with this internet. I don't know why this thing's lagging like. Let me tell y'all something. It sounds like now while I don't agree. Now, while I don't agree that straight black men are the equivalent white people for black people, while I don't agree with that, it seems like Yvette is caping for black men that abuse women just a little bit. It sounds like she's caping a little bit. You see? And let me tell you something. Data does not matter. Let me tell you what context. Data does not matter if you don't know how to interpret it or to do what to do with it. Okay? You know, I can see that is becoming a catchphrase. That's becoming a huge catchphrase. And everybody's latching on to it without thinking. It don't mean anything, y'all, if you don't know what to do with the information. If you don't know how to properly interpret it. It's the same thing with the Bible. Okay, now I'm in trouble now. Y'all, the Bible doesn't mean anything if you're not born again. Because the carnal man cannot comprehend the things of the spirit. He's not subjected to the law of Yahuwah, neither indeed can be, because spiritual things are spiritually discerned. Now, I know there's a lot of Hebrew Israelites and Christians who think that the Bible is like a magic book, ink and paper. And I'm not trying to be irreverent, but it's just ink. It's a book, y'all. The book means nothing without the spirit. That's why the Bible says the spirit and the word have to agree. It is with the Bible. It is with all information. Nothing if you don't know how to interpret it and you don't know how to wield it. So I know this is becoming a popular catchphrase. Data matters. These things are far more nuanced than what we think. Hey, is somebody on the internet? Yeah, you have to get off. Now I'm gonna say something here. I'm gonna say something here. I'm even having a hard time pausing this video. Okay. Now I want to dispute what he just said. He said that spousal abuse and domestic violence is basically the barometer of that is where a person live, and I think economic factors. Okay. I'm not saying that those things are not symptomatic of anything. I'm not saying that. I think they are contributing factors. However, I think there's a larger issue that looms before us that because they have the worldview that they have, they are never going to address it. I will help you. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28. I'm going to prove it to you. And then we're going to go to Matthew chapter 32. Now look at this. Deuteronomy chapter 28. Deuteronomy 28. Oh boy, I got a lot to do tonight. Let's look at Deuteronomy chapter 28. And let's look at. Look at this. We want to talk about spousal abuse. Let's look at it. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and domestic violence, verse 53. Look at this. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body. We're talking about domestic violence here, okay? The flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which Yahuwah thy Elohim have given thee, in the siege and in the straitness, wherein thine enemies shall distress thee. Watch this. So the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother. This is domestic violence in the Bible. And towards his wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave, so that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children, whom he shall eat. Have nothing left him in the siege, and in the straitness wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in all thine gates. So we're going to cannibalize ourselves in the ghetto. We're going to cannibalize ourselves in the hood because of the oppressive measures that we are under. Why? Because we broke the law of the Most High. Now, I don't expect for them to go into this kind of stuff because this is above the stuff that they talk about. But this is where domestic violence comes from. Source. Huh. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. In my household, let me tell you something. The most violent person in my household, guess who it was? The most violent by far was the women. I'm going to tell you that right now. The main provocateurs of violence in my family were the women, from mother all the way down. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So I do believe that it was bi-directional. Uh-huh. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Y'all heard that? And is way more violent. I know it was like that in my house. The black woman was way more violent than the men in the family. Way more. It's not even a comparison. I'm just saying, y'all. It's the truth. They say you can't hit a woman if she hits you. You can't shoot a woman if she shoots you. You can't kill a woman if she kills you. And now the truth comes out. You can't do that either. You can't even tell the truth about these women. What is up with this? I want to tell you what. It's a bunch of fags making these unwritten rules. I'm going to tell you that right now. Right. Right. Exactly. Well, it did sound like she was caping a little bit earlier. It did. I'm just saying. It sounded like a little caping, but I digress. Now, I agree with that to an extent. Blame all this violence that's happening in the black neighborhood, in the African American neighborhood, the Israelite neighborhood. You can't blame all that just on us when we are marginalized in every facet of life. But, however, you got to, what is the cause of this? And that's what they are not going to address. The cause are the curses. In Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 52 to 58, I guess. Right. I didn't understand that.
I don't know what is.
I'm going to share this screen with y'all. Right.
You go to jail at these kinds of rates, that is a systemic failure. That's
Oh, I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. Exactly. Yeah. Now he looks at it as they're scapegoating uh, black men. Okay. Yeah, I do get that. But what he don't get is that the Most High is trying to get us to repent, and he's allowing the enemy to scapegoat the black male, because you know what? We don't want to repent. We want white Jesus. We want to be Puffy. We want to be Tyler Perry. We want to be everybody else. And so the Most High. So there is some system to this disorder and this mayhem. Right. Right. And I just can't believe. I just can't believe that men, Israelite men, abuse their children more than an Israelite woman. I don't have any empirical evidence or peer-reviewed evidence, but I'm going to tell you something. I want to tell you one thing I've never seen. I never seen a man in the grocery store cussing out his little 3-year-old. I've never seen that before. But I tell you one thing I have seen. I've seen a number of Israelite women standing in line at the store using the most foul expletives towards their 3 to 5 year old, even 2 years old, that you wouldn't even use for an adult. Now, I've seen that my whole life. You see? So I'm just saying. Right, right. Somebody looking out for her. Right. Exactly. That's interesting. Let me tell you the problem with that statistic that he just brought up. If domestic violence cases diminish by over half just because you get more money and you live in better, you have better living arrangements, to me, that says that we really do want to be white. We think if we get the house that they have, the job that they have, the income that they have, we gonna be them. Hey, baby, how you doing? How was your day? Good, good, good. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So the closer we get to them, I think the more we feel psychologically that there should not be any stress on us. But I want to tell you why there should be, and there is. First of all, we still under the thumb of our oppressors, even if we live right next door to them, even if we marry into their family, are our oppressors. And just because we're mimicking their behaviors, uh, their habits, it don't mean any less that the curses are on us. I would say they're even them on us even more so. Just saying. Mm, right. Help me. Well, they can have the white women. Right. Right. And you know what? I think a article like this that they're talking about with a title like this is is something to use the black woman's angst against the black man as fodder or leverage to not share the income, not wealth, but income with the black man. Real scheme of this is. And also to criminalize Israelite male and grow the prison industrial complex. Right. Right. Nothing. Right. So look at this. If you take away the factor of poverty, listen to what he just said. If you take away the factor of poverty, domestic violence between African American families, Israelite families, and the heathens family is the same. Now, that proves what I was saying earlier. These heathen are our standards. Say it right there. It proves that these heathen are our standards. If we make the same amount of money, if we make the same amount of money, if we have the same type of houses and the same kind of relatively benefits and everything, which really doesn't happen, say it does. Guess what? We're not going to rise any higher than our oppressors when it comes to abusing our spouses, our children, our wives abusing their men. Everything's the same. You know what that means? That means we're not looking to the Most High. No help for that. It's just amazing. Amazing. So they really are our standard, just based on his statistics. Dr. Tommy Curry from Texas A&M. And it's really interesting that they're making they're very in this article they're basically targeting men who are really men. They, in other words, they want us to really be fagged out. But we're not fags. They want us soft. They want us fluffy. They want us frothy. I don't like it. Melchizedek. Close the door. Right. Right. Right.
that these people are that creating black as monsters.
Right. That's right. Right. That's the narrative they pushing. Hmm. Right. Right.
Things like poverty.
Ah, that's good.
It's like, I don't know.
That's good. That's good. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now you're talking my language. The curses of Deuteronomy 28 take way more lives of of Israelite men and women than do black on black or Israelite on Israelite crime. It really does. But nobody wants to highlight that. You mean to tell me that during slavery, Israelite men were killing women, black women, Israelite women at a higher rate than slave masters? And these were property? No. I don't think has anything changed. If anything, it's intensified.
Being those black women is interested in time.
That makes sense. That's biblical. My water in the freezer. I can still put some water in it. That ah, I like that. I like that. Taking the Israelite man out of the family does not make the family less violent. It, and that makes sense, y'all. It makes sense. And it does speak to the issue that this is systemic. Because the very person you want to scapegoat, if you take them out the family, guess what? The mother is the most violent. I'm going to tell you, by and large, in the Israelite black community, the most violent person in the family is going to be the mother. The person that's going to have the most extreme mood swings is going to be the mother. It's going to be the mother. Hey, it's not the father. You never seen an Israelite male cussing his children out in a profanity laced tirade in a you put bottled water in here? Oh, okay. Hey baby, come here. Take two of those upstairs and put it right over here. Right, right. 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 Ah, I get real concerned when I hear the phrase progressive black man. I mean, it never means anything good for Israelite people. It never does. He's progressive. When I hear progressive, it's like when Obama was running for president. I stayed away from that election like the plague. Both of them. Both of them. I don't want to hear nothing about no progressive black male, especially on the lips of a Caucasian heathen. I don't want to hear nothing about that from a Caucasian or a simp and coon. I don't want to hear nothing about no progressive. That right there is a sure sign that something is run amok. I think we real conservative. I think, well, it depends on the demographic too. Of black women, okay. Right. 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 Right.
And let me just say, let me just say, one thing. Let me say one thing.
Yeah, straight. Ooh, ooh. That's good. That's a good observation, Yvette. It's they purposely going after the jugular of straight white men, not gay black men, not heterosexual, not I mean not homosexual, not transsexual. No, it's specifically straight black men. Woo, boy, this is a hit piece here. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. I like that. That's good. I like the way he did that. I like so so they saying that if you gay, they're saying that if you're a gay man, you are less white. You're less of a white male in the black neighborhood if you're a gay man. Oh boy, that hurts. That hurts. But if you're a straight black men are white men of the black people. Oh boy, these people try to kill all the straight men, all the straight brothers. They want us all to be fags. Oh boy, they coming after us. Right. Oh, straightness is a prerequisite for rape and domestic abuse, but homosexuality isn't. Wow. Now I'm sitting here watching this because I don't know, you know, it just looked like I don't know about Yvette Carnell, but she looked kind of sexually ambiguous to me. Not that I don't know what gender she is. I mean, I think that's obvious, but as far as her lean, her bent, you see. But anyway,
have a race of people where women that's kind of where I am.
yeah, white the Israelite woman is not going to be able to move on without the Israelite man. Yep, y'all women just need to sit down. I know y'all want to spread the gospel. I know y'all want to preach the kingdom and teach the statutes, laws, and commandment without us and all that. But y'all, it's a failure if you try to do it. It don't matter how much zeal you have. Anything you try to do without the Israelite man is going to be a failure. Spiritually, whatever. It's a failure. I'm not gonna let y'all do anything without us. And he's definitely not gonna let you do something without us, and you're the head. Sit down. Use your zeal to inspire your man and work with your man. And first of all, get a man, a real man. Okay. Okay, I don't want to listen to no calls. I don't want to listen to no calls. But anyway, I just thought this is a really interesting thing. Straight black men are the white men of black people. It's just so funny. How can the tail become the head? Come on. How could the tail become the head of any part of the dog? You see what I'm saying? The straight black men are the white men of the black people. Are you crazy? Nobody has been a monster like the Caucasian man. Nobody. Nobody. So, oh boy, yeah, it's they trying to kill us. When is the new moon?
that's the way we should be with all of this stuff. That's one thing. Hypocritical. So see, here's the thing. That's why you have to think about this. And there's other stuff that you have to add on. Not just people come out with whiny questions and stuff, not giving you any other options. Yeah. And so that's it. And nobody has what's going on. Oh, yeah, it's just that, and I agree with that. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Reform gay people. If you're a reform gay person, then yeah, I can work with you. But I can't just be working.
When is the new moon for this month?
Just gay. And they find that, and they, this is the new way. It's not, oh, no, I'm sorry. I heard some rule, and he is very forgiving. So what we have to do is we the same thing. So if the people are reformed, then yeah, we should be okay working with them. But now that they just like, this is cool, this is the 90s, I mean,
Oh, I'm supposed to stop this thing. I'm still on live.